How is it going, guys? I got you a match today against BetterEdThanSmeg, and he's a pretty cool guy, makes some good videos, and if I enjoy them, hopefully you guys will as well, so I'll leave a link to his channel in the video description. Now, looking at the teams, it's a bit of a weird mix going on. My team is my PU team, which I've been building with, you know, Bane's cat, we've got Rapidash, we've got Tropius. Tropius, of course, being the guy who... I think this was recorded after my little sweep I got of Tropius, and I actually renamed him to Ozzy. He deserved it. He deserves a good nickname, let me tell you. So I decided to leave with Bane's cat, whose motto is, of course, "Once I get up all 3 layers of spikes, you have my permission to die." That was a pretty good impression, right? So I go to Tentacle expecting either some kind of water move or flamethrower. Now I know Octillery gets flamethrower because for some reason Octillery seems to be able to learn every move under the sun. But I don't know if Remoraid even can, so who knows. It turned out to be physical anyway, which kind of makes sense because it does get the hustle ability, so fair enough. Now I go to Vigoroth here to hopefully take a Spore or whatever. Turns out he's an offensive variant and he just destroys me with a Sludge Bomb, so that's not good. You see, that is why NU is fun. Every so often you come across one of these sets which just completely throws you off, and what would normally be a Spore turns out to be what kills my physical wall. Do not mess with a Moongus. Now he brings in Duskull. Duskull is going to take almost nothing from that Flare Blitz, and I'm going to go ahead and switch out to Bane's cat. Now, I was kind of expecting Trick Room at this point, because I saw Electros and there was something else on this team. For some reason I thought it would be a Trick Room team, maybe because of Heatmore as well, but then I saw Remoraid was Scarfed. I imagine it's Scarfed, so I guess not, but yeah, in any case, I want to go to Bane's cat here just to get out some layers of spikes, because I figure Duskull can't really do too much to me. I mean, he can break my subs with Nightshade, fair enough, but if he tries going for, I don't know, Will-O-Wisp or Toxic or whatever, I don't really care much about Bane's cat at this point, so gonna go for some layers of spikes here just to get them all up there. And inevitably Bane's cat is gonna die, but it is a max speed, max HP kind of ordeal. Not really too worried. It's not gonna be doing a whole hell of a lot of damage to anything apart from passive damage, so it is unfortunate that Glalie can't get spikes and disable on the same set, because I don't know how many of you guys watch Blacklight Attack, but he's definitely a guy you want to watch as well. And a while back he used a sub-spikes disable Glalie, which I really wanted to use, but it turns out it can't actually learn that, so that's a shame. But it kills me off here. I just finish off with a taunt, figuring Ice Beam's not going to do much anyway, so I may as well. Now I go to Tropius here just to hopefully get a little sweep going. Go for Dragon Dance on the switch, and that is definitely good for me. Now, it is questionable as to whether or not a +1 fly would actually take out the Amoonguss here, because, well, I reckon it probably would. I mean, you know, it's not a defensive Amoonguss, and, you know, +1 Tropius, not too bad in terms of attack. Now, you might be wondering why I have Fly over any other kind of physical flying type move. Couple of reasons. Number one, it only gets Aerial Ace as kind of the alternative, and that's not really going to cut it in terms of a sweeping move. Fly is also kind of good with Harvest in that, you know, you have the extra turn up in the air to potentially harvest your berry. The way it works is you have a 50% chance at the end of every turn to get back your berry that you've used. I think it's 100 in the sun, so if you're running a sun team, hey, that could be pretty cool. The other interesting thing to note about Tropius, and I haven't actually tried this personally myself, but Tropius is perhaps the only Pokemon which can effectively utilize Natural Gift. Well, Exeggutor probably can as well, but yeah, the fact that you get Harvest and the fact that you can just keep getting your berry back means that the way Natural Gift works is it's essentially a physical hidden power. So you can have an 80 base power move of, you know, any type you want, and as long as you've got the berry to use it, which you should do if you have Harvest, you can keep using it pretty much. And it's great for coverage. I mean, you could have Natural Gift, Ice type or whatever, like it pairs up with Dragon Dance pretty well, so I think there's some potential there, definitely. But this bit's kind of sped up because it is just essentially me sub-stalling down an Electros. I mean, it turns out my team was very Electros weak, and all I could really do was just abuse the fact I'm faster, keep going for sub, and eventually just, you know, wear him down to the point where I can actually kill him off. Now, Tropius, yeah, could probably do some good damage, but I want to keep Tropius safe, and I want to get up at least one Dragon Dance. That way I can hopefully pull some kind of comeback here. It was a real kind of game of momentum here. To start with, he definitely had the momentum. Electros and, you know, Remoraid, Amoonguss did some pretty good damage to my team. And essentially, it was down to Tropius. I mean, we'll see how that goes in a sec, but he goes for a Waterfall. That does confirm that he is Choice Scarf, because there's no way a Remoraid would outspeed a Mr. Mime otherwise. Kills me off, that's fine. Now, I go into Tropius, and it does have pretty nice natural bulk, so I figure I can take a couple of Waterfalls. I'll go for a Dragon Dance, and honestly, I don't know what's faster out of Remoraid or Tropius, but I figure, hey, may as well give it a go. He goes to Heatmore here for some reason, and I think he said that he meant to go to something else, but not exactly sure. Now I just go for a Seed Bomb just to be safe, and yeah, it doesn't take it all that well, but luckily I do have the Earthquake. Now Tropius does get a pretty decent-ish move pool. You know, Earthquake, Fly, Seed Bomb. Bit unfortunate it doesn't get Leaf Blade, although, well, it does get it, but you can't have it with Dragon Dance, so it is lucky that it did get Seed Bomb from the Dream World. Now, I go for a second Dragon Dance because I wasn't exactly sure whether or not I would outspeed the Remoraid. I don't know Remoraid's base speed, but I'm going to assume it's higher than Tropius's. So I go for a Seed Bomb here just to get some damage. It still takes it really well, look at that. Now, for anyone wondering, my Tropius has a Lumberry with Harvest, and, you know, Citrus can work as well, but I like having Lumberry just because it's normally either Burn or Paralysis, which tends to stop a sweep. So I figured, okay, I may as well have that on, because that'll be more effective. I guess you could also have Rest if that kind of suits your moveset. You could take off Earthquake, or one of the moves at least, replace it with Rest, and that could work pretty well. Now he goes for a Giga Drain, and I'm really, really glad he doesn't have Ancient Power or whatever, because pretty much anything would kill me there. I guess he probably has Toxic, but there's no point if I have the Lumberry, so in comes Remoraid, and I'm going to go for a Seed Bomb just to kill him off. Now, it is looking like Tropius can actually get a sweep here. Tropius is a big, big threat. Do not underestimate the power of this monster of a Pokemon. Unfortunately, here comes Amoonguss. I don't know whether or not I can actually take it out with a +2 Fly. I thought I could take it out with +1, but again, we were still both questioning because Amoonguss is pretty damn bulky. So I go for Fly, and we may never know because I, in fact, missed the Fly. Ozzy, you've let me down. Not having this. But that's what you get for using a low accuracy move, and of course he is going to kill me off with a Sludge Bomb. So that was a really close game. That could have gone either way, and like I said, that's what I get for relying on low accuracy moves. But yeah, really great game. Hope you guys enjoyed the match, and if you did, feel free to check out his side of the battle, which will be, of course, on his channel. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.